This matchup is fascinating to me, right? The San Francisco Shock versus the Atlanta Reign, because we saw a pretty different San Francisco Shock in Texas, right? Venom is 3-5 right now on this Tracer, and at least 3 deaths have come from Sam himself. Gearing up to try and deal with the DV here as Hawk gets nanoed and pushes forward. Sam's in his sight. How to avoid this? Self-destruct goes off, but Hawk can't get back into his mech because Sam has found him as well, and this Hanzo is really having an outsized impact on the game.
Yeah, unbelievably giant impact right now. All Dragons. It's going to split the team, but Ultraviolet was already dead.
He got Venom. He got him.
Wait, how did he get Venom? There's no way.
Violet not connecting. It's going to be Hawk to get the nano. Now able to find Sam at the very least, but not before he takes down Venom, so this is a very awkward situation for Hawk. He's discorded and that nano's run out. Got to be run down by Mikey, forced to pull out there with that Meteor Strike. This is just going bad to worse.
Yes, Venom switch over to the Hanzo because his Tracer's not getting all too much. Transcendence has been used, but Rob's got a pulse bomb. You've got to watch out. This could be the end of the map. If they win a fight here, it's a full completion.
Finn's Transcendence, you think it got forced there, but it looks like he wants to use it to try and get aggressive. Very clear signal to his team. Go forward, get them. The Batista's already down. OG, it's felled by Mikey, who's really being very punishing on this Wrecking Ball. Sam, by the way, 12 final blows, 4 deaths. Huge Hanzo.
A couple of meters before they end. Proper's got pulse. They're ready to rock and roll. They got mines. Every explosive in the book.
Drone's down. Pulse. Oh, it's there. Ultraviolet is down. Proper gets rid of the drone here, and I think the Shock, they actually want a full cap finish here, and they might have it. Hawks in with the Discord orbit. It's Mikey who goes upstairs. Gets rid of OP. Oh, for shame. Atlanta Reign. Say it ain't so. The Shock get a full clear against the team that handed him the fattest L over in Texas. Waiting for his chance to go in.
He's going to get a free blade, maybe. That rally is flying away, and a huge nade.
Nano here thinks about the blade, but doesn't need it at all, really. Dragon strikes out enough to claim Ultraviolet, and Proper says, well, I'll save this for later to work from. But the Reign have stepped off the car for the time being, but it's only for a moment. Here it is, Kai doing Kai things, and he'll be able to circle back around the cart. And the San Francisco Shock looked god-awful. Absolutely horrendous.
It gives you 50 instant HP now. Kai is extremely low. Oh, well, Finn and Proper, 2-man tag team in the back.
Oh, that's a beautiful pick. The Stork delivered a baby, but it's not the one you were looking for if you're Ultraviolet. He was not ready. Proper dropped that right on top of him there. And that cart's going to keep moving. OG's going to get caught inside the saloon here. And eventually Atlanta Reign are going to be brought down. Try don't get rid of Venom. It's going to be Hawk stepping back to the cart on the Doomfist. Violet trying to make use of the Air Matrix if he possibly can. And that Atlanta Reign Air Matrix is so far forward here. Violet looking cool as a cucumber now. It's just OG to be brought down. Immortality Field being held onto for a rainy day. And so the Shock look to be finishing the map here. Venom has to recall. Another shot to try and stall this out, and now it's Ultraviolet's turn. The accretion doesn't connect on the Lucio, but eventually he must succumb as well. So San Francisco are probably going to get it done here. But again, the time bank difference is considerable.
Okay, so that would have been dangerous if Sam got alone.
Immortality Field got used early on in that fight. Proper has to get away from the cart, but it's an overtime, so he can't really dodge away. And here it is. Kai comes back in. And I like it. It's cute. The May look, the gimmick from San Francisco allows them to put a lot of pressure on Atlanta. But the Reign were ready to come back in and fight once more. And they'll get a stop here outside of Big L's. Can San Francisco hold from here? It's a little dicey. They got the Baptiste there helping them out. Venom probably needs to try and find a way to put some pressure on Finn here. Here's the wall from Sam. The accretion. Okay, just gets an ice block in time. Sees eyebrows at risk of retreating to his hairline there. But they've lost Proper here. Disrupt the shot throws down. This is going to force the Shock to disperse a little bit more. But disperse they do. And so do the Reign. Get brought down now. Sam, another ice block. Hawk being isolated now. Violet needs to respect Ultraviolet's positioning, though. It's very messy. It looks like the Shock just play for like an early fight and a chance to regroup. Here's the Air Matrix now. Remember, Jack, you mentioned how just scary that is for people to deal with. Finn's Immortality Field gets removed, but it's enough time bought here for the Shock to get rid of the Reign's drone as well. Finn is now down. That's an issue. Gravitic Flux is in play, though. It's only really going to catch on the Hawk, who will survive it. He was above half health when he was in mid-air, but the Maywall means that the route of retreat is not good. But look at the healing from OG. It's almost enough to keep Hawk alive, but not quite. Eventually, Kai's going to run him down. The Maywall means that Kai needs to go around it, but around he does go. And that disrupt the shot thrown to the cart's going to be able to secure the kill on Sam as Kaluge is low. Gets rid of the drone, but there's the blade from Venom, and the Reign get what they needed. They get the map win, and they're in this big time.
It's a little bit more difficult for Atlanta Reign to hold this choke point too, so they end up just giving up all of that space. Nano onto Hawk.
Punch on Kaluge early here, into power block. cancels it pretty quickly, tries to get to his back line. Ultraviolet's going to get caught in the flux, he cannot escape. He gets taken down instantly. We're proper fighting Kai. Atlanta Reign realized their attempt to start the fight with the Nano Doom has backfired on them. Another pulse, a double from Venom. He was doing that yesterday too, saving his team with this incredible double. His team the advantage. Transcendence now in this fight here. Hawk is sleeping right now. Double trans, in fact, as Kai is the first to fall. That's a good start. Maybe Proper can get into a more aggressive position now and start to put that pressure on. Venom's Hanzo was good to shut Proper down earlier on in the Genji, but the Shock are getting awfully close now. They can taste that blood in the water, and yet they're going to back up around this Gravitic Flux. Hawk suspended in mid-air is very susceptible to the headshot from Proper, but Kai's going to come out on the Widowmaker and he finds Sam. Ultraviolet gets involved though. Dragon Strike, Kaluj is caught in the middle of it. He can't see anything, and Ultraviolet doubles down. The Reign, they're digging their heels in. They're not going to get that one back, but they're going to have to carry on nonetheless. Gravitic Flux will catch Kaluj. He's here with the Discord Orb, and he's going to splat on the ground as he's brought down. Proper wants to try and forge ahead, and that might have been a deflected headshot on towards the Han, so that's stunning, but will it be enough? Kai's having to bring Proper down, and Violet is also missing. Finn walks straight into that railgun, and oh my, a shambolic finish to the round from the Shock. All right. Well, window throw down now. Obviously, the Shock's not in position to be affected by it anyway because the Gravitic Flux just split them up completely. Jack, whatever it was that San Francisco brought into that first map, it has run out.
The sleeps are good, the nades are good. It's what you want to see from He's now just hiding, waiting for another bio nade. Should be easy. Yeah. There's the nade, there's the blade, and there's the kills. Thank you very much. San Francisco Shock setting up perfectly against the Reign there. They're not expecting a random Ana to hold so far forward. It's super uncommon. Like, it's more common, obviously, in rank games.
Flipping and jumping the entire time. It's a two-player Biotic Grenade, but now it's time for Kai to come alive. He goes so low. He was 1 HP. Somehow being hemmed alive, though. Hawk with a Discord Orb on him, and Kaluj is going to come in. With the Nano Boost, he's close to a Gravitic Flux, and the Transcendence from Finn bought enough time for the Shock to get positioned for this fight. Kaluj, his barrier, it's so low, getting pressured heavily now, but it's Proper to find his way into the backline and finally get rid of Kai. He's a Gravitic Flux, but Kaluj turns away. He knows the window's so lethal to him, but Ultraviolet's Immortality Field is now down. That's yet another Biotic Grenade from Violet. What a menace this man has been now, getting to play the Ana, turning his head to Finn, keep him topped up. It's going to be an equation connecting with OG now as that barrier is still in play for Kaluj. They can't bring the Sigma down, and that's going to be the death of the Atlanta Reign, if anything else. Sam with the overclock, but it's just not needed, and San Francisco find their flow once more.
Attack and defense phase, I guess, of control.
No way Kai survives. Unreal. He was bioed and 1 HP. Somehow able to slip away. Hawk, though, not going to fare nearly as well. Yeah, Nano Ball. That's pretty sweet. I think there's no sleep dart available here. Ultraviolet knocked to the ground. Pulse Bomb obviously on Vile on the other side of the map here, but Mikey is still in a great position just to cause a lot of problems for OG. Oh, Finn turns up at just the right time. These guys are mind melding right now. They're on the same page, the Shock, and the Atlanta Reign are struggling to match this level of coordination.
1v1, already forced the recall.
Venom under a lot of pressure here. Mikey went in with the charge, and it's going to be Hawk in trouble, discorded as well. Pulse left for him. Can he get away from it? Yes, he's able to sneak into the corner. Sam copies a Tracer right now. Unclear if there'll be a Pulse Bomb available, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, they can't touch. Hawk just couldn't get there.
It's near the CMP. It's been more than long enough.
Well, Ultraviolet blown up instantly, and OG was in the perfect spot. Violet was there, but Sam probably would have had that kill himself. And this is what the Shock's composition does, though, right? It's not really built for long fights, but isolating individuals, picking them off, and getting a player advantage, easy done. No pulse at least for Venom, so that's not like, oh, gets interrupted! Hawk able to shut down the coalescence, but Finn's got no choice but to go forward anyway, and they get rid of OG. It doesn't matter, Jack. There's just so much behind that thrust of the San Francisco Shock that the Reign were reeling, even after taking the only ultimate away from San Francisco. What a dominant finish to a series that started in a dominant fashion. It's just a filling of that sandwich that confused us a little bit, but eventually the Shock come out 9-0.